Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of DC Collectors. Today we're taking a look at the DC Multiverse Poison Ivy from Mattel. Now, this is one of the last figures in the DC Multiverse line, and actually one of the last figures from Mattel, and it's based on the classic look of Poison Ivy. And you can tell that it's based on the classic look because there's the logo right there of the DC, that classic DC logo. And again, this is, like I said, this figure is one of the last figures released from Mattel with their DC Comics license. Look at the package here. It's, it gives you a good look of Poison Ivy. Gives you a nice side look, classic artwork of Poison Ivy from that era that they're going for here. The Bronze Age kind of look, Silver Age look. On the back gives you a look at the other figures that are in this line, Batman, the Joker, all based on those 1989 Toy Biz figures that that were very popular back when the Batman 1989 movie came out, and they stuck this Poison Ivy in there with it. I guess this was maybe a fan thing. Maybe people were asking for this. I'm not sure. But, as you can see, Poison Ivy looks really good in the actual artwork for it does anyway. We'll look at the figure in just a bit. This side of the box just features more of the artwork and a little window look into it. And if you want to look at the bottom of the box, and I've got a sticker on it from where I bought this from Amazon, I think. So somebody else had it and they slapped the sticker on it. But if you need to look, you can see the UPC on it. So let's open this up and play with it. Okay, so here is Poison Ivy out of the package. We'll get a quick measurement of her height. You can tell she is, I'll put it right in front of her, about 6.5 inches tall. That's pretty decent for the size figure she is. I went ahead and added the little vine things around her arms and her legs just to kind of show you what it would look like complete. But we're going to take them off so you can see what she looks like without them, because she looks like a much better figure with the vines on her body. Without them, she looks very, very plain, as we'll see. In fact, she looks really, really plain. So here's a few issues that I have. The face is decent, a decent paint application on the face. The eyes look relatively good. The lips look relatively good. The hair has a nice paint wash on it, kind of a dark brown red with like little brush strokes, a dry brush of like a bright looking red. So decent job there. But there are some serious issues with just the paint itself, and even how this figure was put together. Look at, I don't know if you can see some of that, but look, that's either that is too much paint, or it was just a piece when it came out of the mold that needed to be filed down some, and it wasn't. You can see some of the bleed through right here of green on her chest. This part of her leg, I don't think this is painted at all. This is the color of the leg, is just this color green, and you can see some sort of like lines going through some of the plastic here. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody can reach out to me and tell me what would cause that particular thing to happen there. The boots are just sort of painted on, so there's no real distinction between where the boot starts and the leg starts. Let's take a look at the articulation. Her head, she can turn all the way around, but you have to move her hair out of the way a little bit. Her head can move up and down. She has some articulation right here at the waist, or at the underneath this area here. That's about it as far as the arms and how far they'll go. Of course, the arms this has been a bit of a pickle here. This one particular arm wants to stick out. She does have rotation in her arms. It'll go all the way around. The elbows bend about that much. That's it. Not much.
Her wrist can go in, out, and they turn all the way around. She has decent leg mobility. And the thighs do turn. Man, those are really tough. She does have double jointed knees. I like that. That's a good thing for this figure. And she does have ankle articulation. But overall, this figure is so blah. It's so bland that it's not... Okay, so she comes with this cool crossbow. That's about it. That's the only redeeming factor is this cool crossbow you get with her. If you don't have the vines on her arms and legs, she just looks like not a very good looking figure to me. So for $19.99, you definitely pass on this one. But if you can find her like I did for around $8 on Amazon, definitely go ahead, hit it up. Grab it just to add it to your collection because you're a completist and you want to add this one to your collection. All right, so final thoughts on this is a pass. Unless you are a completist or a super Poison Ivy fan or a super Batman fan, definitely a pass. This is not a very good figure at all. But you can't win them all. And I'm afraid that as we look back at some of the older figures, because of how detailed and how good the McFarlane toys look, it's going to make these look even worse as time goes on. But enough about that. If you like what I'm doing, check out DCCollectors.com each and every day for the latest DC Comics, toy, and action figure collectible news. And you can find me all over the place as DC Collectors on the various social media channels. Later.